week on Greyhound View, it's the final of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Sprint, second round of the Vodafone Cuchulainn and Sporting Press Irish Oaks, as well as the third round and semi-finals of the St Leger. We also speak to Australian dog trainer Jean Sebastian. But first we take a look at the action from Harold's Cross. The sun shone on Harold's Cross as the excitement of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Sprint came to a climax on Friday night. Ian Fortune takes us through the runners.
Prop 1, the Sprinter of the Year, Dalcash Black, a son of Roanoke and Fintra Black. He's been in top form recently. He's won 16 of 25 and he's the one to beat. 2 is Richmond Roy, trim of Mal Thomas for the Sherlock Family Syndicate, a son of Vintage Prince and Kerry's Fault. A very decent sprinter, but facing a tough task in this company. In 3 is Jamella's Phantom, trained by Robert Kerr in Scotland. He has big pace to the opening corner. He's one that has strong claims in this contest. 4, Initial Key. Johnny Kavanagh trains this son of Roanoke. He's won 10 of 33. He's been flying in recent starts and certainly one worth considering. Next in 5, Tamna Swang, a son of Larkill Joe and Carn Style, won his opening round assignment in 1765, but facing an uphill task. And 6, Man of Steel, trained by Jerry Melia from Mick Cannon and Mark Seeley, a son of Joanstown Cash and Hopeful Down, loves it here at Harold's Cross and, well, hard to rule out. Well, they are the runners for the final of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Sprint. They're on the way to traps. A couple of minutes to place your bets. The hot favourite, number 1, Dalcash Black at 4-5. The hare coming up behind the boxes and away they go. Dalcash Black off to a reasonable start, but it's 6, Man of Steel leads to the bend. Number 3 now, Jamella's Phantom, showing pace on the inside, but it's number 6, Man of Steel on the outside. He sweeps to the corner. Number 3, Jamella's Phantom checks. A pile up in behind. Number 4, Initial Key in second, but Man of Steel leads around the second bend. This race is over. Number 6, Man of Steel, a Harold's Cross specialist. He goes on to win it in style. Second, 4, Initial Key. Third, number 1, Dalcash Black. The winning time, a very speedy 17:36. And the result of the final of the Peggy Kelly's Islandbridge Sprint, number 6, Man of Steel, the Harold's Cross specialist, does it again, trained by Jerry Mealy. He wins it from 4, Initial Key. Third, number 1, Dalcash Black, 17:36, the winning time.
Well, Man of Steel, trap 6, he was always going to be hard to oppose, and in that he broke well, went to the first bend well, and he was always going to stay on strongly. Loves this track, absolutely, glories in it. We're hoping that he goes on to a few more, please God. This is his third open sprint to win, so hopefully we catch another 1 or 2 before the year's out.
There was more action on the night with the running of the second round of the Vodafone Cuchulainn.
The hare coming up behind traps and away they go, and first to show on the inside, number 1, Bin's Image leads up from trap number 2, Won't You Stay, going well on the outside, number 5, Group Champ, bit of barging there and behind. Number 1 though, Bin's Image leads around the opening corners. Number 3, Who Loves Your Baby, slipping through in second. Now number 3, Who Loves Your Baby, challenging for the lead with number 1, Bin's Image. Back in third spot, number 6, Rag Trade with number 2 running well. That is Won't You Stay, but around the bottom 2 corners, number 1 leads Bin's Image. Here comes number 2, Won't You Stay, and number 3, Who Loves Your Baby. Down the far side, Bin's Image and Won't You Stay, showing big dash now to challenge on the outside. And number 2, Won't You Stay, leads on the penultimate corner. Number 3 now, Who Loves Your Baby, slipping through in second. Then comes 1, Bin's Image. Then comes number 5, Group Champ. But around the final turn, it's number 2, Won't You Stay, that leads up the home straight. Number 2, Won't You Stay, goes on to land spoils. Second, number 3, Who Loves Your Baby. Third, number 1, Bin's Image. The winning time, a very decent 41:96. The second heat was a tight betting affair with Lemon Rambo and Moss Time disputing favouritism. Though, rule out the likes of Do the Hucklebuck and Special Trick at your peril. The hare coming up behind the boxes and away they go, and first to show is number 1, Lemon Rambo, leads to the bend from number 3, Auburn Bale. Back in third spot we have number 5, Special Trick, but around the second bend it's number 1, Lemon Rambo, sets the pace from trap number 5, Special Trick. Number 3 comes next, Auburn Bale, passing the stands, and number 1, Lemon Rambo, setting a strong gallop. Number 5, Special Trick, is his nearest challenger. Then comes trap number 3, Auburn Bale, but out front still number 1, that is Lemon Rambo. Number 5, Special Trick, running a big race in second. Then comes trap number 3, Auburn Bale, a further gap. Number 6, Moss Time, and then number 2, Do the Hucklebuck, into the penultimate corner. Number 5, Special Trick, now leads from number 1, Lemon Rambo, coming with the rush, Moss Time, and number 2, Do the Hucklebuck. Around the final corner, Special Trick. Here comes number 6, Moss Time, and number 2, Do the Hucklebuck. Up the home straight, Special Trick. Here comes Do the Hucklebuck, and Moss Time coming to the line, and Moss Time gets there. Do the Hucklebuck a second. A desperately tight finish in third, number 5, Special Trick. The winning time, 42:04. Smiling Man was an odds-on favourite in Heat 3, though from trap 4 he couldn't afford any mistakes. And away they go, and first to show us trap number 3, Connor's Return. Going up well with him is trap number 1 on the inside, Count Gelignite. Back in third spot we have number 4, Smiling Man, but around the second turn, and number 1, Count Gelignite leads. Number 3, Connor's Return comes next. Number 4 now, Smiling Man, getting into the contest. Down into the third bend as nip and tuck. Number 1 still leads. That's Count Gelignite, and is outside. Number 3, Connor's Return. Then comes number 2, Beaming Surprise. Number 4, Smiling Man, now showing big dash down the far side, and Smiling Man about to sweep to the front before the penultimate corner. Number 4, Smiling Man leads into the fifth and second last bend. Number 1 challenging for second, Count Gelignite with number 3, Connor's Return. Then comes number 2, Beaming Surprise, but around the final corner it's number 4, Smiling Man. Number 3, Connor's Return coming. Here comes number 6, Congo Cosmos with a run, but 4, Smiling Man holds on. 6, Congo Cosmos is second. The winning time 42.23. It was close for third, but Smiling Man making his pace tell down the far side for a decent success. Only 4 went to traps in the final heat, with the 2 British raiders, Blue Willen and Okie Rossi, both non-runners. In their absence, trap 4, Air Force Honcho, was the hot favourite. And away they go and slip the posse off to a flyer. Leads up from number 5, Dog Almighty. Back in third spot we have trap number 3, Bingo Row. Around the opening corner, slip the posse leads. Dog Almighty gives chase. Then comes number 3, Bingo Row. Number 4, that is Air Force Honcho. Has a lot of running to do. He's back in third spot now. But number 6, slip the posse, continues to lead. Dog Almighty is closing into the third bend, but number 6, slip the posse, still leads. Here comes number 5, Dog Almighty, and number 4, Air Force Honcho. Around the fourth bends now, and number 6, slip the posse, now been tackled on the outside by number 4, Air Force Honcho. Number 5 now, that is Dog Almighty, showing dash to go second into the penultimate corner, but it's number 4, Air Force Honcho that leads. The favourite goes 5 lengths clear of number 5, Dog Almighty. Back in third spot, number 6, slip the posse. Then comes number 3, Bingo Row, but up the home straight. Number 4, that's Air Force Honcho wins it. Second, number 5, Dog Almighty. It's close for third between Slip the Posse and Bingo Row. The winning time a very decent 41.88.
It was a busy week in Limerick, with the third round heats of the St Leger taking place on Wednesday night. We take a look at the field as the dogs get one step closer to the semi-finals. Over to Mal for Heat 1.
Here comes towards traps, and it's Tom Shavai that's out smartly from box 5. Blue Panther well in contention. The blue jacket of Farlow Cricketer there as well. Tom Shavai sweeps through the opening couple of ends from Blue Panther. Farlow Cricketer holding on to third. Our leader Tom Shavai by a couple of lengths from Blue Panther. Challenging for second right now is Farlow Cricketer as they hit the third bend, and spurting on once more it's Tom Shavai. He's opened up a big lead now, 4 to 6 lengths from Blue Panther. He's not going to be caught here up towards the line. It's going to be a win, and a comfortable win by Tom Shavai, followed home by Blue Panther. Farlow Cricketer is third.
Punters thought long and hard about who to put their money on in Heat 2.
Broadacres Harry, a non-runner from box 6, leaving us with 5 runners, a fairly level break. Satellite Flight in the orange jacket now takes up the lead at the opening bend from LBD Denelson. That's well there. Mount Leader Gara is there in the red jacket as well. Down the far straight they go in towards the third bend. It's Satellite Flight. LBD Denelson is there as well. So too Steamboat Rumble well in contention. Mount Leader Gara is out of the race at this stage. It's Satellite Flight off the final turn and into the finishing straight. It's going to be an easy win here for Satellite Flight. He's going to score by 6 to 8 lengths or so. It's very close for second and third.
Undecided racegoers weighed up the odds for Heat 3.
There's no man of cash in Heat 3, so box 6 is vacant. Out they come, and it's Never Give Up that's out smartly in the white jacket. Persian Ruler in the red jacket at the opening bend. It's Persian Ruler that has the lead now. On he goes down the back straight. Greatel's Glen is there, so Never Give Up is in third, and back in fourth it's Blackloon Sonic. But our leader by 3 or 4 lengths over there at the third bend of this stage is Persian Ruler in the red jacket. The battle is on for second and third, running wide off that final bend. It's Persian Ruler, but looks as if he's going to hold on here. Never Give Up is there, so to Go Ahead Honcho.
The night wasn't over yet, as the runners in Heat 4 got ready to battle for their place in the semis.
Enchanting Hero into the odds-on favourite, comes away well from the traps in the blue jacket. It's Enchanting Hero now that has a lead of a couple of lengths already at that opening couple of bends. Send It Peace is in second. Confident Choice too well in contention and moves up into second. Enchanting Hero though pulling away in towards the third bend. Enchanting Hero has a huge lead here over Confident Choice. Send It Peace is well there, also behind for a qualifying spot off the final turn. It's going to be an easy win for Enchanting Hero up towards the line, followed home by Confident Choice. Send It Peace is third.
Join Join us in part 2 for all the action from the semi-finals of the St Leger. There's plenty of action to look forward to over the next few days, and on Thursday at Galway it's the benefit night for St Annan's National School. On Friday at Harold's Cross it's the semi-finals of the Vodafone Corn Cuchulainn, as well as the first round of the Vodafone Puppy 525. At Longford it's the semi-finals of the Green Park Lodge Longford Derby, and at Newbridge it's the second round of the Cox Cup. On to Saturday at Shelbourne Park it's the third round of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks, and on Sunday at Limerick it's the final of the St Leger. For quick and concise information on Greyhound form, upcoming fixtures and a multitude of data, visit the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie. The competition is hotting up as the second round of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks got underway on Saturday night. And what a round it turned out to be. Michael takes us through the heats.
One of the best betting contests of the night was Heat 4, where there were 3 major fancies, going from 1 Ballymac in 3 Shelbourne and 6 Rathmartin Joy.
Here now coming up behind the traps, the dogs all set, and away they go. And first to show number 3 Cuchulainn, going up on the inside, number 1 Ballymac on the wide outside, number 6 Rathmartin Joy, and Rathmartin Joy leads round number 1 Ballymac gives chase, then comes number 3 Cuchulainn down the far side, number 6 Rathmartin Joy continues to set the place, number 1 Ballymac is its nearest challenger on the outside, number 3 Cuchulainn into the third bend, and still number 6 Rathmartin Joy leads, number 1 Ballymac is closing on the outside, number 3 Cuchulainn around the final corners, Rathmartin Joy on the inside, Ballymac on the outside, Cuchulainn up the home straight, Cuchulainn and Ballymac coming to the line, Ballymac gets there, Cuchulainn is second, third number 6 Rathmartin Joy, the winning time a very fast 28.62.
On to Heat 5, where number 6, the other Domino, had lots of support, but there was a late flurry too for number 1 Tire Jenny, and also well supported number 5 Sparta Cleo. The hare behind the traps, and away to go. Number 5 fast out, Sparta Cleo dives for the inside. 4 Belinda's Therapy goes up well on the inside, and number 4 Belinda's Therapy leads on the bend from 5 Sparta Cleo in second, 6 the other Domino in touch now in third, and 1 Tire Jenny in fourth. Down the far side with number 4 out front Belinda's Therapy, being challenged by 5 Sparta Cleo, 6 the other Domino, bit of trouble in behind, 3 Long Fingers in fourth. Final bend on 6 the other Domino, coming fast around the outside, leading up the straight, the other Domino from 5 Sparta Cleo in second, and it's close for third between 3 Long Finger and 1 Tire Jenny, the time 28.60. For many, Heat 6 looked a 2-dog affair, with number 5 Graceland's Pixie extremely popular with the punters, and also number 1 Friedel Save, but there were a few other formidable contenders there too. And they're away, and she's out pretty well. It's number 5 going well, but so too is number 1 Friedel Save and 2 Airmount Liz. But into the bend, number 5 Graceland's Pixie skips around in front from number 1 Friedel Save in second, 2 Airmount Liz there as well, and also number 6 Fahan Jess. Down the far side, and it's Graceland's Pixie with a lead of about 3 lengths over Airmount Liz, number 2 in second. 1 Friedel Save checks, and 6 Fahan Jess very much there, but turning for home, it's number 5 Graceland's Pixie out front. 2 is running on strongly. Airmount Liz in second, coming towards the line. Number 5 Graceland's Pixie, 2 Airmount Liz, very close at the end. Back in third, it's close between 6 and 1, the time 28.56. The most eagerly awaited contest of the night was Heat 7, the clash of the 2 moments. In Trap 1, Legal Moment, and in 2, the Oaks favourite, Happy Moments. Hare coming up now behind the boxes. Break is vital, and away to go. Number 1 is out fast. That's Legal Moment. Leads up from 2 Happy Moments on the inside. Legal Moment runs a bit wide. Happy Moments goes upper inside and leads on the second bend. It's number 2 Happy Moments, but number 1 Legal Moment on the outside. 3 Rachel's View very close in third as they head down the far side with number 2 Happy Moments from 1 Legal Moment. Then 3 Rachel's View around the bottom bend, and number 2 holds her position there as 1 is forced to check. It's 2 from 1 turning for home. Happy Moments from Legal Moment. A great battle on here between 2 Happy Moments and Legal Moment. Finishing strongly. Oh, it's very tight on the line. Mighty tight between 2 Happy Moments and 1 Legal Moment. An epic battle between them. The time is 28.76.
Successful Australian Greyhound trainer Jean Sebastian took time out to realise her dream of visiting Ireland and told us how her interest in Greyhound racing began.
I love greyhounds and all dogs. I've been involved with greyhounds myself since the early 50s in South Australia. I think we really need the Irish breeding in Australia now. We've got pure speed there now, and I think I've seen the strength of the Irish stud dogs coming into our bitches is really, really working, and I think the reverse is working here in Ireland with a lot of the speed coming into your bitches, and I'm very happy with the Irish stud dogs. Yeah, I was that impressed with the Irish breeding and the racing dogs here that I have 2 stud dogs from Ireland, Tina's Joe and Sweeping Storm. Well, I was very fortunate, but Storm came across to race, international race, and it was at a time when it wasn't suitable to send them back to Ireland, and I was just lucky to be in the right place at the right time through Pat Dalton and Pascal Taggart. They made the arrangements for them to stay with us in Australia, and the same thing happened with Joe. He came to race and couldn't come back to Ireland, and I was lucky enough to be given custody of them both. Between them they carry all your top bloodlines, and they're very successful at the moment in Australia.
Racing and away pretty smartly out in the centre, Madison Cuchulainn, burning Karina.
Both of them are doing extremely well in Australia. Storm at the moment would be the leading local sire. He's getting winners every week. He's throwing all distance winners to all breeding, all the Australian bred bitches. Joe's first pups are just breaking in now with some good reports, but he has served some of the very best bitches in Australia. So far I've been to 2 of your major tracks in Ireland, and I think the greatest difference is the lure being on the outside. We race on the inside, and we have 8 dogs in a race instead of the 6, and we don't have the seeding for inside and outside draws. Also, we have a catching pen. Your dogs just stop in the middle of the track. Rather scary for us when we first see it. What I've seen of Irish racing so far, you've got something that unfortunately we're lacking very much, and that's crowds at your races and bookmakers and atmosphere. We've lost that because everything's TAB and home television. All our races are broadcast live out on TV, and we don't get the crowds at the track. And it was wonderful to go to Shelbourne Park and to Harold's Cross and see the crowds and the excitement and who let the dogs out, and away we go. It was fantastic. So far we've been sort of entertained so well. The restaurant and the facilities at both Shelbourne and Harold Cross are just superb. The food's wonderful. I've always dreamed of coming to Ireland. I never had the opportunity, and this has been a real dream come true. I've waited a lifetime for this, and it's been worth it.
We caught up with Pa Fitzgerald, trainer of Tom Shelbourne, one of the favourites in the semi-final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger.
Well, he was bred in Tralee, and he won his first race in very, very fast time in Tralee. We brought him to Harold's Cross for the Puppy Derby, and he won 2 heats in very, very fast time. And unfortunately, he developed tonsillitis, which required the removal of them later on. And he went out of it around the semi-final. He hasn't raced from that time until Derby final night in Wimbledon this year, and he won that. And he's come back here for the Leger, and he's won his 3 races here. Obviously, when you get to this stage, when there are only 12 left out of 48, you've obviously possibly got the best of them. So it gets harder every round. So it's not going to be easy, as simple as that. I'd be quite happy to qualify for the final. They're obviously being heat winners, they're good greyhounds.
Back to the track now for the action from the first semi-final of the St Leger. Mal takes us through the runners.
Dogs are in traps now for the opening semi-final. Satellite Flight 1, Steamboat Rumble 2, Never Give Up 3, 4 Persian Ruler, 5 Enchanting Hero and 6 Tom Shelbourne. The 2 big fancies here, 5 Enchanting Hero and Tom Shelbourne. Here comes towards traps. It's in a fairly level break. Persian Ruler is out very fast, but best of all is Tom Shelbourne. Persian Ruler and Tom Shelbourne. They're the 2 that take them through the opening couple of bends. A surprise here as Persian Ruler leads from Tom Shelbourne. Steamboat Rumble challenging for 3rd with Never Give Up well in contention. Enchanting Hero the back marker at this stage. Persian Ruler leading from Tom Shelbourne. It's close between the pair as they hit the final bend. They go wide. Tom Shelbourne is coming all the time, and Persian Ruler, it's going to be close at the line, desperately close, with Never Give Up possibly in 3rd. Confirmation of the result of a very exciting opening semi-final. It's a win for Tom Shelbourne by a neck from Persian Ruler, would never give up third. The time 30-10.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, when you get to a stage like this, which it takes 4 runs to get to the final, when you get to the fourth, you want to get to the final. So does the dog, you know. So I mean, all these dogs are good dogs. If you talk about time, 29.17, 29, you're talking about a length and a half of nothing like. It's about 5 or 6 feet, you know. So they're all usefully good dogs, you know. So there's no handouts. So he had to fight to win.
Farlow Cricketer took an unusual route to his position as one of the favourites in the second semi-final.
At Farlow Cricketer, we brought down for company, and given him a trial, he did 28.40 first look at the track. So the owner, Mansour, he's a chap from London, decided to have a few pound on him, so he has him back to win a good few pound. And he got bumped all over the place and still came through and qualified. Farlow Cricketer, he was in the same heat as Smoking Ban actually, and the traps come up. Smoking Ban was left from Farlow Cricketer, went to the bend with the others, got a bit of trouble. He's not gifted with early pace, but down the back straight he was making great strides. And coming to the third bend, he was going into second place. Now Tom Shelbourne, the favourite, was well ahead at this stage. He wasn't going to be beaten, but the cricketer was going in to take second place at second bend, and he was cut off. And he had to step back a bit, and he came again to qualify. If he gets a run, he'll qualify. There's no dog I'd fancy to beat him. You know, he has a great chance of qualifying. He's as good as what's in it.
So back to Mal now as the tension rises for the second semi-final of this Kerry Agribusiness-sponsored Irish St Leger.
We're set for the second semi-final. In 1, it's Albany Donaldson. 2, Go Ahead Honcho. 3, Farlow Cricketer. Sindet Peace 4, Confident Choice 5, and Blue Panther 6. This second semi-final looks to be an open affair. Paul Hennessy left here with 5, Confident Choice, that breaks out fairly smartly from box 5, but runs into a spot of bother, and Blue Panther takes up the lead along with Farlow Cricketer into the opening bend. It's the white jacket of Farlow Cricketer now, and Blue Panther is in second. In third, it's Go Ahead Honcho, but Farlow Cricketer pulling clear by a couple of lengths as he heads towards the third bend from Blue Panther. Go Ahead Honcho holding on to third, being challenged there by Confident Choice. Farlow Cricketer off the home turn and up towards the line. Looks as if he's going to score here from Blue Panther. It's going to be close for third. Go Ahead Honcho is there. A win in the second semi-final for Farlow Cricketer in a time of 30.04, followed home by Blue Panther and Go Ahead Honcho.
Normally he doesn't go up so fast, but tonight he done it right. He's learning every time. He hasn't got that many races. And he's a pacey dog, you know, once he gets his own way. There's 6 good dogs now in the final. And 2 friends, all in one area. There's within a 12-mile radius, there's 3 dogs in the final. Tom Shee, myself and Blue Panther. We all live within 10-mile radius. North County Dublin, they're all kennelled there anyway.
So you reckon the Leger Prize will be going up to the White Smoke?
We hope so. Bit of luck.
Frank Hayes of the sponsors made the trap draw for the 2004 final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger. 1, Go Ahead Honcho. 2, Persian Ruler. 3, Farlow Cricketer. In 4, Never Give Up, Tom Shelbourne 5, and 6, Blue Panther.
We'll be back in Limerick on Sunday for the final. Make sure you join us then. Next week, we bring you the semi-finals of the Vodafone Corn Cuchulainn, the third round of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks, and the final of the St Leger from Limerick.